you'll be held by it. If you teach things, you should better live up to it, because hypocritical existence is so easy for teachers. It's one of their default weakness. Teachers say things because to say is easy, to do is not. That's why there's this old cliche that can never be wrong when you say that things are easier said than done. It's a cliche, but when you think about it, you know it's true that when people are saying things, they are not practicing it. It's easier. And it's a sayer. Most times, sayers are not doers. Most times. It will take a level of self discipline and transformation for you to be able to hold yourself to the standard of what you tell others to do. I'm telling you, honestly, find things that you say. And one more example. I once went to buy hair, right? I like hair. I invest in hair. It's an investment. Don't come and be telling us it's not an investment. It's an investment. When you're broke, you can actually take one of your gold rings, your diamonds, sell it, and use it to pay your, mortgage or whatever. And your hair too, you can auction your hair. You can go to, what is that website? To show that I don't do it. What is that website that you can sell your hair when you don't need it anymore? You can go there and convert it to money. So it's an investment, right? Yeah, so I was saying that people who say things, they're not mostly the doers. And doers don't talk. Action people, they are more actionable than speechable, if there's an English like that. If there's not, I've created it. They don't speak. People who act most times don't speak, and those who talk much, they do less. I don't know the name of that. What is it called? But it's a six.
3, 2, 1.
This is the chat with Treasure. The chat with Treasure, where we learn, unlearn, and relearn things that helps us to advance. I always say it's not a preacher's session. I'm not a preacher, guys. I'm not a teacher, because teachers have this responsibility that if people are aware of it, they will so much stay away from that office, because you'll be judged by the things you say. Because hypocritical existence is so easy for teachers. It's one of their default weakness. Teachers say things because to say is easy, to do is not. I once went to buy hair, right? I like hair. I invest in hair. It's an investment. Don't come and be telling us it's not an investment. It's an investment. When you're broke, you can actually take one of your gold rings, your diamonds, sell it, and use it to pay your, mortgage or whatever. And your hair too, you can auction your hair. You can go to, what is that website? To show that I don't do it. What is that website that you can sell your hair when you don't need it anymore? You can go there and convert it to money. So it's an investment, right? Yeah, so I was saying that people who say things, they're not mostly the doers. And doers don't talk. Action people, they are more actionable than speechable, if there's an English like that. If there's not, I've created it. They don't speak. People who act most times don't speak, and those who talk much, they do less. I don't know the name of that. What is it called? But it's a six. Yeah, so I went to buy hair, and I noticed that this girl that sells this hair, she just weaved her hair all back. And then I came back the next time too. She weaved her. The third time, I'm like, Madam, I've noticed that this hair you're selling, you don't even wear them. She doesn't even wear them. So most times people who sell things don't even wear it. People who cook to sell, they don't even eat. I remember when my mom used to sell food as a kid. I used to wonder why we'll sell food, though. We'll be selling food. My mom would send me to go and buy somebody. And then my dad will use it to be mocking her, eh? So you can't even eat your own food. She wants to convert everything to money. Okay, so the answer from that lady, she said, sometimes it doesn't matter how many days, how much I insist and say this hair must be my own, it's my own, my name is on. People used to buy it off her head. Most times, people are so, let me not say people, some people who teach, they are hypocritical. And also, it's very easy when you say things, it's easy. But doing it, practical is different from theory. Practical is different from theory. Oh. So no matter how nice anything anybody is saying to me now is, number one, if you have not received the grace, the ease, let me use that word, the ease to do that thing, it means your spirit has not accepted to do that thing. You will still not do it, no matter how nice it sounds to you. I'll give you an example. Somebody may come and say, oh, buy this insurance, buy this. They will praise it so much. It makes sense. Everything you hear about that thing they are trying to market to you makes good sense. It's true. Even with your normal logic, you can see how what they're saying is applicable, is doable, is profitable. But somewhere within you, you have this reluctance. Do you know you will not buy it? You will not buy it. And because that what's happening to you is that your spirit is not witnessing, is not telling you, is not going with you. You're going that route with your head knowledge, with your human knowledge, but your spirit that knows your end from the beginning have seen that is not supposed to be part of your journey, and because of that, your spirit will just, withdraw from that decision, and at the end of the day, you will not do it. In short, at a point, you just be waiting for any small validation from someone else who says, this thing is really, I really don't want to do. You too, immediately you conclude, because your spirit hadn't always gone with you on that journey. Yeah. Quicken your ear and, activate this. I think each of them shut up the other. When you activate your ear, you're more of a hearer. You want to listen. When anybody is talking, you want to listen, pay attention, absorb what they're saying, process it, comprehend it. When anybody is talking, you want to listen, pay attention, absorb what they're saying, process it, comprehend it. And, just marinate on it. When somebody is telling me something, I'm processing even what they are not telling me, how they are saying it, what they really want to say, how did they struggle with it. I'll be processing more while you're talking to me. And when I'm doing that, I don't even have time to, respond or to say anything. I want to hear more. The more you speak, the better for me. You don't know. You're at an advantage position if you're not the one speaking. Yeah. If another is speaking and you're listening, that's an advantageous position, right? You are gaining. You're buying without paying. That's what listening does for you. You are improving, you're kind of expanding. Let me use that word, expansion, because something is being poured in through your ear, though, into, from your ear to your mind, to your soul, to your spirit. So you're expanding, you're getting like funneled. Some things are being funneled into you. Your ear is the funnel. Yeah, but your mouth opening means something is going out from within out. You're emptying out. Yeah, so it's not a very advantageous position when you are the one speaking. So also in a conversation between two people, when you're in a conversation and you're the one, the wise one, because the more people talk, the more you know how to, how do you master them. What I didn't say, you can't plan for what I didn't say, because you don't know it. Is hiding in my head, in my heart somewhere. So you don't have that advantage. I did not hand you that advantage. You don't have anything to work with because I said nothing, or I said very few. When people say less, there's really nothing you can work with. So if you're in a conversation with somebody, you are at an advantage position if you just choose to be the listener. Let them talk. Let them talk. Because you know what they don't know. The more they talk, the more you gain mastery of the dynamics of your conversation, of whatever the thing is. The decision, agreement, business, even dating. You go on a date, you're meeting somebody for the first time, allow them to talk. So that you have basis, you get enough data. You gather enough data to make your decision from. If you want to see them again or not. You don't know. A 30 minutes, a 1 hour date, sitting down, having conversation. If you are the listener, you will never get it wrong. You pay attention to detail, their gestures, their responses. Is it a negative? Is it a neutral? Is it a positive response? You be categorizing these things, analyzing them honestly. Don't go there and be the one. Oh, actually, my last relationship, blah blah blah. He slapped me. That he threw my things out. Then the second relationship, 3 months after, also backed up. You're just telling everything. Hey, Jesus. There's no mystery. Like you are like. Why would I even want to bother about? If it's me, I won't bother about you now. I've finished knowing you now. I've known everything. What else do I want to meet you again for? What more can I discover? Nothing, because you've told me everything. And there's no decorum to that. It's cheap. How did we even get here? Okay, I was talking about, teaching, not being the one who teach is very advantageous for you. So that brings me to this. No, my dad is a teacher, right? He knows how to tell you things, and you understand it from your spirit, your soul, and body. So it's a gifting he had. I thought was ordinary. Like I grew up seeing him like this. People gather every Sunday and every evening, 5 p.m. and he will teach. He will also explain with the Bible, right? And I thought it's something common, right? But later I started finding out that this is an extraordinary, gifting he had as a teacher. And I asked myself, would I sometime in my life be ever able to do what my dad did or what he do? Because I used to admire him so much. But I found out the first time I tried speaking to people was on my Facebook Live in 2014 or 15. Oh my God, was it hard? And I'll tell you how that started, right? Okay, before I do that, I just want to mention that I've not lost track. I was telling us that for all the explanation I gave to us concerning teaching, having to put yourself in a disadvantaged place just for others to, profit off that, put yourself there, be vulnerable, be open to people's scrutiny and criticism. And because the more you say, the more you'll be judged. Even the people listening to you, they'll have opinion. They'll be like, oh, how did she say this? Why did she say that? So you'll be scrutinized. So I see it as a big sacrifice, and generally you'll be held accountable. both by the law and even by the law of the spirit. You'll be judged. Even God giving you that platform to speak to people, it holds you to a very accountable standard, very high standard. So for someone to know all this and still come out and choose to speak to me, I so much appreciate. Honestly, I always appreciate. I always see them as sacred. Yeah, it doesn't matter their presentation, because I always come across posts and the people are like, but sometimes how you know something, you want to do something, but you just need validation, right? You just need a little validation. It's not like we don't know those things she's telling us. We know them, but sometimes you are not able to execute some things. You're not able to just do some things until you start hearing it from some key notable people that their sound, they are ahead when they think and when they say things. They are ahead. So the moment you hear them saying that, is like validate that one that you already know, that is already in you, and you go ahead and execute, right? Right. So I decided I'm gonna go live so that I will prove to him that, see, it's doable, it's easy. Yes, so I now went live on Facebook for the first time. Hey, my mouth blocked. My mouth blocked. And I'm like, really? Hey, and those days, not now that they used to, all these apps, they restrict people's viewers. And those days, soon as I put on my camera, hey, I had almost 500 people at the same time. They were saying hi, 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 hi. I didn't know what to say. My tongue went down my throat. I couldn't talk. I say, okay, I now summoned up courage to say hello. And then I told them what was happening to me. I said, it's actually my fault. I didn't expect that would happen to me. I said, oh, it's my first time on Facebook Live. And honestly, I was honest to them. I said, honestly, I'm so freaking scared. That was what I used. I'm just so, the anxiety, I almost had a panic attack. And now you're live, everybody's seeing you, everybody knows when you stutter, when you're just not confident, when you don't know what to say. Now I'm a master now compared to that day. So what I did, I just had to say, oh, I'm scared, I'm having this serious anxiety. And well, it was nice. I said I must break that jinx today. I remember those were my exact words. That I'll break this jinx today. That I must come live, And what else did I say? But at least I've broken the jinx. Did I delete that video, or it's still there? I'll find out. I've broken the jinx. Was how I started doing live videos, right? So if anybody tells you it's easy, it's not true. Acting is different from this. Like, it's not easy. Trust me. Standing in the front of people to talk, to say anything, is like leaving your house open. You are open to scrutiny. You're open to criticism. You're open to attack. You're open to gossip. Even your own vulnerability, you're putting them out there, because you're human. You can make mistakes, right? Even sometimes English is not our first language. Sometimes you'll be replaying the things you did, and you'll be seeing all the errors. You'll be seeing the things, oh, I shouldn't have said this. And you can't go back. When your life is different, because when your life, it's direct, it's not scripted, it's not edited, it's uneditable. You can't edit. It is what it is. Once you said it, it's out there already. So it takes a lot of bravery for you to come live. So when you have come in cognizance with all these things, and you still went ahead and put yourself out there, you are brave, and people should respect that. So that's my stance, right? So I was saying if you having a high expectation of others can only set you up for disappointment. Yeah, because I've been fluctuating and it's making me really uncomfortable, because at the end of the day, when I'm about to edit this video, I'll be having a lot of stops. Right now my network signal is showing red, sometimes it shows yellow. Now it's showing yellow, but I think the right thing it should show is green. So I wouldn't want to waste my session if it's not being received from the other end. I don't know why my network is slow today. Trump joined my Trump joined my live. You're welcome, sir. Whatever they'll say at your back, they'll say it in front of you. Trump, am I lying? The Trump that joined my live video is also having President Trump's picture on his profile. Oh, this live is funny, honestly. Yes, so who said he can't join my live video? And if he's joining here now, he participate very well. If I say something he doesn't like, he'll call me out to it immediately. Say, no, you can't say that. In this life, no matter how a person is, there's somebody following them. Just all they need is be consistent with their passion. Just be passionate and consistent. Or haven't you see some kind of women, you be like, this woman is so difficult and crazy and unbelievable. But you still hear that same woman has children that don't play with her. They don't play with her. They are very devoted to that woman, their mom. And then her husband carries her like egg. In this life, unless your God has not given you something. I'm waiting for network. Yeah, so no matter how anybody is, there must be some ardent followers. They don't care what other people are doing. Is that man, that woman that is weary. You will have committed devotees that are devoted to what they are doing. You yourself will be like, there's this man, he's very popular, even here in the US, he's in Nigeria, right? He's a religious leader, right? He has massive people following him. So one out of curiosity, because I think he prays for people. Is he every morning or not? I don't know now. But he has massive, not NSPPD. Okay. So now, one day I was curious. I was like, okay, I have ample time. I have like 10 minutes. Let me even see. YouTube just suggested his video. And I'm like, let me just see why people are so crazy about this man. I watched the first video. I said, oh, maybe this is a wrong choice. Maybe he was having a bad day. I was like, let me watch the next one. I started watching the next one. I was like, Jesus. The third one, the same time, I'm like, so this is his message. This is his consistent. On a normal day, this is what you get. Is there any other thing this man is telling them? Nothing more. Their viewers may be here, so that's why I can't call name, because their viewers may be here, and I don't want my small followers, few people will come and unfollow me from them because I insulted their papa. That's one thing I will never do, insult any papa at all. Because like I said earlier, there's something good about anybody, because you just have to look beyond that their fault. Because if you don't look beyond people's faults, you will be the only saint in the world. You will be doing things, interacting with yourself, networking with yourself. You will be an island, because people are not perfect. And for you to progress in life, you will learn how to manage people with their faults. You know how to manage relationship, because relationship are like ships that you hop on to get from one port to the other in life. And never you say, oh, is it treasure? I'll never need treasure. What will I need? You never can tell. Sometimes life is like a novel, a very suspenseful novel, fiction that they are writing. That person, that character that say, oh, I'll never need the A or B or Z, the writer will make sure they drag you, that you're gonna need that person that you were maltreating, that you were looking down on. So don't do selective honoring, like, oh, people from this place, I don't respect them, I don't care, because now in your small mind, you're using head knowledge to do life. You fail woefully. In your small mind, you have written them off to say, well, these people can never amount to anything. They will never be of help to me. There will never be a time in my life I'll need them, because you're judging by your current position, your current situation. You don't know that tables turns, right? All we know is today. Do you know what will happen tomorrow? No. Nobody know. When God rest her soul, the legion, the icon, the stallion, right? Onyeka Onwenu, when she was performing on that stage that day, when she dressed up, looked good, went on that stage, when she was going, when her driver was taking, if they told her, Mama, you will sleep in the mortuary today, you will not come back, she said, I rebuke you, shut up. She will not believe you. Even as a day before, if you tell her, do you know what will happen tomorrow? She will say, oh, just the way today is. So we don't know what will happen tomorrow. That's why we must not look down on anybody or deliberately treat people wrong, because we don't know tomorrow. Nobody knows tomorrow. Yeah, so back to what I was saying. So this man, I started watching him, and I just said, let me look beyond his human frailties, because let me wait for network. I lost signal. Oh my God. Yes, so I said, let me just have a big heart and look beyond his human frailties, and watch him with an open mind today. And the more I watch, it's like when you're standing on a sinking sand. The more you watch, the more you're sinking. The more I'm sinking, the more I'm sinking, the more I'm like, what? Is this what people have been? So what is there a part I've not watched? Because I saw a couple of videos that day with my open mind. I looked beyond all the things he was vomiting in his mouth. And then I said, so all these millions of people across the world are following a person that is saying all these kind of things. Oh my God. Even now that I'm remembering, I felt I insulted my brain. I felt like I harassed my mind, my spirit. Something in me was feeling like dirty. Like, when you go and take what is it called, mud, and rub on, like, say I want to rub powder now, go and take mud and rub on. That's how I was feeling that day. I felt like I should go and shower, because there are things you hear, you feel like you have nyama yourself by opening your ear to things, like exposing yourself, your spirit and your soul to something like this. And then they have teeming millions of people that are ardent devotees, devoted, committed to this person. Like, if you dare mention his name and say anything they don't like, don't even say negative word, just mention him. Before you mention his name, they've already started fighting you. So don't even try. If you go to comment section where anybody posted one of the things this man vomits, hey, if you go to the comment section, you see where his warriors are fighting. They are fighting, defending him. You'll be seeing clearly that the things he said were bad. In any standard, not just morally, religiously, even if they, Jesus. But still, people are glued to him. That's called grace. That's called anointing. You don't know Lucifer was anointed? The devil, Lucifer, he was anointed. And the gift of God is without repentance. God casted him down, chased him down for disobedience, but they didn't strip him of all his talent. All those people that paint devil and put horn and make him black and have tail, they are deceiving us, because they described him as, is it the morning star? He's fair, he's handsome. He has his charm, his charisma. They didn't take it from him. That's why he's kind of, let me use the word success for lack of word. He excels in any when Satan come me, he transfer himself as an angel of light. Forget all those horn and tail. He will seduce you. You will fall in love with him. Yeah, so that's a kind of anointing too. That's the kind of power that lures people to you. You have it, is that you have it. The gift of God is without repentance. So what my point is that whatever anybody is teaching, all they need is that passion. Just do it with passion and do it consistently. Do it with passion, do it consistently, frequently, and over a long period of time. The results will come, just like a snap. And people will not look back, following you, fighting for you, jump. Even when it's obvious that he's deceiving you, brainwashing you, extorting from you, manipulating you, people will still say, oh, leave us like that. Leave us like that. And if he makes mistakes, they'll tell you, oh, let's say, I don't want to call the other one that women always drag. That's the Solomon of our time. I like him, sir. He still has the word, he's sound. But that human aspect of them, they are devotees, they are committed, they will fight too. They'll say it's the woman that seduces you. The woman is a queen of the coast. Yes. So just pray, let people like you. Once people like you, you're done. The only person that you are accountable for at that time is your maker. And that's at the end of the day. Who are we to judge? You say, who are we to judge another servant? Yes, so people will be devoted to anything you're doing. If you like, start packaging poo-poo and be giving them. They will still accept it from you. They will still cover you up. They'll still explain away that thing you're selling to them. They'll still explain it away for you. It doesn't matter how a person is. There are people who believe in them. It doesn't matter what someone is selling, as long as they are selling it passionately, consistently, frequently. There are people that will buy. There are buyers, committed buyers. You test that thing once and say, why is everybody eating this thing? They'll be like, you don't like it. Oh, thank God you don't like it. Go, so that it will be enough for all of us that like it. Yes, so that's what gives me confidence to say, no matter what your message is, you stand with it. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. It will be established. And it will pay off. Yes, so do not have high expectation of others, because that will be setting you up for disappointment. If you do not expect anything from anyone, you will never be disappointed. You will never be disappointed. Okay, so I'm wrapping it up right now because it's already right. Duty calls. I have to go, and thank you all for joining once again today. And then I'll see you guys again. Chat with a treasure. Bye.